OpenAI imported approximately 630 former Meta employees, representing about 20% of its 3,000 staff, according to LinkedIn. Meta is an advertising platform. I imagine they have some Google employees too. Meta, Google, a lot of the big tech companies out there are primarily advert companies. That is how they make their money. There's this table that I'm always bringing up of Google. So Google last year, about 60% of the revenues came from Google search. About 10% came from YouTube ads. So about 60-70% of their money is from advertising. Google are an advertising company. That is what they do. They have some other things. They have Google Cloud, so infrastructure, that's about 10%, and other, that's subscriptions, but they are primarily an advertising company. The same goes for Facebook, Instagram, and all big social media platforms. ChatGPT now has an audience and free eyeballs, people who are not paying for a subscription. So what we'll probably see, free accounts shown adverts. That makes sense. If you have a paid account, $20, $200 a month, that will reduce the number of adverts. This is how they monetize. It's not about subscriptions, it's about advertising and competing with Google and Meta. Interesting to see ChatGPT or OpenAI potentially pushing this first. They're waiting for one another to pull the trigger, and then all the companies will jump in as soon as ChatGPT go ahead and push this. I imagine Gemini, the route will now be open for Google to start moving their search business into Gemini. However, Gemini doesn't have the market penetration that OpenAI has. They'll probably do it in the AI overviews at the top of Google search as they transition to generative AI. It is coming. We should be seeing adverts, I imagine, early next year inside of ChatGPT, which I know is going to upset a lot of people, but this is how they make money. This has always been in the game plan. They're not going to make their money from $20 subscriptions. Not at all. Good morning, Selena. So that's the main piece of kind of news over the weekend. It's been relatively quiet. So 2 weeks ago, we had Gemini 3, we had Grok 4.1, we had ChatGPT 5.1, Codex Max, and then last Monday, Opus 4.5 from Anthropic. Then we had Thanksgiving last Thursday, quieted down. We haven't seen it pick back up again. I think we're going to be seeing 12 Days of Christmas, 12 Days of Shipmas coming up, plus a few more releases before the end of the year, but it's relatively quiet.